I would like to ask everybody to please open your camera so that I can see all of you. Please can kindly open your camera so that I can see all of you. Good evening, Sir Neil Angelo De Calay. Good evening sa'yo, sir.
Evening,
How
sir.
about the other? Good evening. Good evening, Ma'am Josephine. Can you please open your mic, your camera? Ma'am Sir JM, Ma'am Sheena, and Ma'am Christina Sabare. Can you please open your cameras? And good evening, Ma'am Josephine. And you can tell me kung saan po kayo, saan po kayo located sa ngayong gabi? Where are you watching right now? Good evening. Good evening, Ma'am Sheena. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. Ma'am Christina Sabare, good evening. Teacher Mia, good evening din. And Sir JM, good evening. Sa bahay lang daw si Sir Neil. Ayan. So, I guess we can start discussing our general education mathematics for tonight. I will share my screen. And ayan, share. You can turn off your cameras now. Ayan. So, nakikita niyo po ba ang screen? Can you see it from where you are? Ayan. So, nakikita na ninyo ang screen. This is your general education mathematics and I am your coach, Toto. Ayan. So, let's start. Ayan. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. I am your coach, Toto. The real name is Freddy Tanlawan Jr. I am the top one in the 2023 SPLE for professional teachers secondary, and I am a mathematics major. I was a former Region 6 or Western Visayas State Colleges and Universities Athletics Association Quiz B champion in mathematics and general information. Quiz B. I took BA Political Science from the University of the Philippines in Iloilo and consequently took BS Electrical Engineering from Capiz State University. I took my professional teaching certificate from the University of the Philippines Open University and my Master of Education in Mathematics from the National Teachers College. Right now, I work as a risk management officer in Saudi Aramco for hospital for 7 years, and right now I'm working as a risk management specialist in King Saud Medical City. And yes, I am stationed currently based in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So, ayan. So let's proceed. So, medyo ayaw mag-proceed. Let's stay here. Okay, now, before anything, I would like to ask, kilala niyo na ba ang father of problem solving? Do you know who is the father of problem solving? You can send in your answers sa ating chat section. Pwede niyong isend kung kilala niyo na. Si George Puliak, very good. Ma'am Sheena Gray. Very good. I would like you to answer my questions because hindi naman po ito ginajudge, hindi kayo ginajudge if your answer is wrong. This is your safe space, kaya nga po tayo nagre-review in order for us to guide you. Ayan. So, George Puglia is the father of problem solving. George Puglia, lumalabas po ito sa licensure exam na kung sino ang father of problem solving. He was a Hungarian mathematician. At ano ba ang sinabi ni George Puglia? Ano ba ang sabi ni George Puglia? Ang sabi ni George Puglia na may 4 steps daw sa problem solving. Ang first step always is understand the problem. Okay? And then second is devise a plan. 3, carry out the plan. And 4, review the solution. And isang question din po sa licensure examination, what is the first step in problem solving? And the answer is understand the problem. Sa mathematics kasi, it is very important that you understand the problem before you devise a plan. Kailangan kasi alam mo kung ano ang mga givens, alam mo kung ano ang hinihingi ng problem, at alam mo kung paano atakihin ang problem. Kung alam mo ang mga bagay na to, half of the battle is already won in mathematics. We may not be the most intelligent or the most condescending, but if we know how to understand if we understand the problem and if we know how to attack the problem in mathematics, mathematics is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Ayan, at alam ko rin po na mathematics is not everyone's cup of tea, pero I will teach you a technique kung paano po huwag matakot sa mathematics. Mathematics is not scary actually. Kailangan lang ay magkaroon ka ng mindset na when it comes to mathematics, masosolve mo yon. So that's what I did. Ito po ang aking mantra when solving mathematics problem during the lab. Pakisulat po sa mga comment box kung ano po ang inyong nakikita sa screen. Ma'am Christina Sabare, pakibasa po kung ano nasa screen. Please.
Mat, sige po sir. Mat ka lang, magiging LPT ako.
Naniniwala ka ba dyan?
Opo sir.
Ayan, so
Pero
dapat
tingin
ganyan. Again, ma'am. Sige po. Sige po, sige po. You can unmute. You can unmute, Ma'am Christina. Yes po.
TLE major po ako pero gusto ko po ano po ako sa mat.
This is not about, this is not majorship, ma'am. This is the general education mathematics that you will encounter sa inyong Gen Ed Mathematics. Last
Okay.
September 2023, merong at least 18 items sa General Education Mathematics. Kaya kailangan matuto kayo mag-solve ng General Education Mathematics. And the same applies for everybody. So ayan, kapag nakakakita kayo ng mathematics at inaatake kayo ng anxiety, uh, sabihin lang sa sarili, math ka lang, magiging LPT ako. At pwede nyo rin itong gamitin while doing your review and study sessions. Ayan. So that's it. So I think we can start. Okay. Pwede niyo i-type ang answer niyo, the number of the question, and then yung answer, the letter of your answer sa ating chat box. Is that okay with you? Is that clear for everybody? Clear po? Can you raise your hand kung clear po yan sa lahat? Kindly raise your hands. Ayan, clear, pa sabi ni Ma'am Sheena. Ayan, clear. So, let's proceed to our item number 1. And before that, these are all, what I prepared for you are previous board questions noong September 2023 and March 2023. So, there's a great possibility that all of these questions will come back in the March 2024 licensure examination for teachers. So, hopefully, meron kayong mga lapis at papel dyan and you can solve with me. At alam naman natin, ang sinasabi kapag sa constructivism, dapat we are active participants in our own learning so that learning will be more meaningful. So let's proceed to our item number 1. Item number 1, only 83,152 passed in a licensure examination for teachers out of 228,963 examinees. What is the passing percentage? Is it A, 36%, B, 36.32%, C, 36.82%, or letter D, 46.56%? What's your answer? Please type in your answer in the chat box para makita ko po kung ano ang inyong sagot. Ayan. Don't be afraid kung hindi kayo sigurado sa inyong mga sagot. And this is your safe space. Nobody will judge you kung mali ang inyong sagot. This is the reason why you're reviewing para po mag-guide kayo at kung may mga mali kayong conceptions and understanding, we can correct it. Okay? So I'm waiting for your answers. Ayan. Wala pang sumasagot? Wala pa, don't be afraid. You can take a guess kung paano ito sagutin. Sabi naman Christina Sabari, that's letter B. Ayan. We have how many participants now? Nag-aantay ako ng sagot ng iba. Please do answer the question. Ilan ba tayo? Wala pang sumasagot na iba. Ma'am Sheena, Ma'am Christina. Yan, wala pa po ba? Okay. So, in answering this question, dapat alam niyo yung Tekken's Triangle. And Tekken's Triangle, this is a great tool in answering problems for percentage, rate, and basis questions. Ano ba yung PRB? Ang nakikita ninyo sa inyong screen ay ang PRB triangle or ang Tekken's Triangle. So, ang P, itong P stands for percentage. Itong R stands for the rate. And B, ito po yung base. Okay? Pero kapag meron po kayo nakikitang percentage sign, ito po yung rate. Rate po yan, hindi po yan yung percentage. Or part po ito. Let's say this is part, this is the base, and this is the rate. So this is the rate. Ito yung may sign na percentage. Pag nakakita kayo ng sign na percentage, matic na yon, rate po yon. Pag P naman, ito yung kapag may nakita kayo sa problem, tingnan nyo kaagad kapag dalawa ang sa nakikita nyo sa problem na number. Ito po, madalawa tayo sa problem, di ba? 83,152 tsaka 228,963. Always po, always kapag ang percentage na pinag-uusapan ay within 100%, mas mababa po ang percentage kaysa sa base. Kasi ang base, this is the base. Ito yung kabuuan in Tagalog. Ito yung buo. This is P, your parte. This is buo. This is parte. Ayan. So pag may nakakita kayo ng dalawang figure sa question, ang mas maliit, yun yung parte, at ang mas malaki, yun yung buo. Now, how do you solve for the percentage P? Pag kunyari, P ang hinahanap, P, pag P ang hinahanap, kunyari, takpan nyo lang itong P, ang matitira ay R tsaka B. So you multiply rate times the base. And then, kapag ang hinahanap naman ay ang R, kunyari itong R ang hinahanap, P is on top of B, so P divided by B. And similarly, kapag B ang hinahanap, kapag base ang hinahanap, itong base ang hinahanap, takpan nyo lang ang B, so that's P over R. So that's how you use your Tekans triangle or your PRB triangle. So let's go back to the question. The question is only 83,152 examinees passed in a licensure examination for teachers out of 228,163 examinees. What is the passing percentage? Ang sabi ko kanina, pag may nakita kayong percentage na sign or percentage na word, ito ay yung rate, okay? Ito yung rate. And siya nga pala, before I proceed, kapag nagsosolve po ng problems in mathematics, it is very important that you understand the problem, you underline the givens, and you encircle what is being asked para hindi po kayo malito. You encircle what is being asked para hindi malito. Now, what is the passing percentage? Kasi ang sabi natin kanina, kapag may percentage R ito, so ang magiging formula natin, that is R, this is P over B, percentage over the base. So substituting the values, we have R is equal to 83,152 and over 228,963. And if you're going to divide that, it will give you 0.36316. Now, it is very important na natatandaan ninyo na kapag gumagamit kayo nagsosolve kayo for percentage, rates, and basis, hindi pwedeng magamit ang percentage, but you have to convert it to decimal form first. Pero kapag hinahanap ay percentage at ang nakuha ninyong value is decimal, kailangan you have to convert it to percentage form. How do you convert decimal to percentage form? You just multiply this by 100, or simply, you have to move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and this is 1 and 2. So the answer will be 36.316, or if you round it off to the nearest hundreds, that's 36.32, and that makes letter B as the correct answer. So sa lahat sa sumagot po ng letter B, congratulations. Alam na ninyo kung paano mag-manipulate ng percentage based and rate problem. Sa mga hindi naman po, you can always go back to this presentation. I will give a PDF copy of my presentation to ARC so that mabalik-balikan po ninyo. Okay, so let's proceed to item number 2. And again, I would like everybody to answer the question by typing in the number of the question and the letter of your choice in the chat box. Item number 2. Which among the following is not a prime number? Is it A, 61, B, 71, C, 31, or letter D, 51? Please type in your answers. Now again, number 2, which among the following is not a prime number? Is it A, 61, B, 71, C, 31, or letter D, 51? What's your answer? Please type in your answers. Wala pang sumasagot. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Sabari is letter A. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena Gray is letter D. How about the others? May nakita ako kayo ng pito or walong um, kasama natin. Dalawa lang ang sumasagot. Sabi ni Ma'am Julian, Marañon is letter D. Ayan. So ano po ba ang sagot? Sabi ni Sir JM, letter D din. Ano ba ang sagot ng iba? So let's try to answer this question. So um, in answering this question, kailangan alam natin ang definition ng prime at saka composite at prime at composite. Ano ba ang prime number? Ang prime number, ayan, ang prime numbers, meron tayong dalawang klase na numbers, prime and composite. Meron tayong prime number, meron tayong composite number. Ang prime number is a whole number greater than 1 that has exactly two factors. Dalawa ang factors niya. Ang makakadivide sa kanya, dalawa lang. So 7 here, as an example, ang makakadivide lang sa 7 is 1 and 7 only. Wala nang iba. That's the meaning of prime. Prime, 1 and me. 1 and itself lang. Okay? So clear? Clear po ba yan ang meaning ng prime numbers? Ang composite naman, on the other hand, a composite number is a whole number greater than 1 that has more than two factors or has other factor aside from 1 and itself. An example natin ay number 8. Ang number 8, ang makakadivide sa kanya ay 1 and 8. And aside from 1 and 8, meron tayong 2 and 4. Yan ang meaning ng composite number. Kung ang prime factors, ang prime number, ang meaning niya is ang factors niya is 1 are 1 and itself. Sa composite naman, meron siyang ibang factors aside from 1 and itself. Pero I have a question. Is 1 a prime or a composite number? Lumalabas na dito sa exam. Ang number 1 ba ay prime or composite? Is it a prime or composite? You can type your answer in the chat box. I'm waiting for your answer. Ayan. Neither. Very good. Ma'am Sheena Gray, that's the best answer. Neither. Because 1 is a special number. Kaya hindi siya prime, hindi rin siya composite kasi hindi siya nagfo-fall sa definition ng dalawang numbers. Ayan, tingnan natin. Prime number, sabi, dalawa lang ang kanyang factors. So, hindi siya pwedeng prime kasi 1 lang, isa lang siya. Isa lang ang factor niya. Isa lang, hindi rin siya nagfo-fall sa composite kasi has other factors aside from 1 on itself. So 1 lang ay special number siya. I hope that's clear for everybody. Okay, so also now let's proceed to in finding the factors in finding if the numbers in the choices is a prime or composite number. Ang factors ng 61 ay 1 and 61 lang. Ano ba ang hinahanap natin? Not, i-encircle natin, not a prime number. Pag nakakita kayo ng not, except, i-underline na kaagad yan para wag mabulag, wag mabutol, wag malito. So, not, hindi daw prime number. Ang factors ng 61 are 1 and 61. So, ibig sabihin, prime number siya, kaya X na kaagad ang 61. Ayan, that's how you solve the problem. Letter B, ang factors ng 71 ay 1 and 71 only. So, prime din ulit ang 71 at ang hinahanap natin not a prime. So, X din ulit ito. Now, let's go to letter C. Ang letter C naman ay 31. Again, ang factors ng 31 are 1 and 31 lang. So, again, X din ang letter C, which is 31. And lastly, we have 51, which has the factors of 51 and 3 and 17 aside from 1 and 51. So this makes 51 as a composite number. So what we're looking for is not a prime number. Therefore, letter D is the correct answer. Okay? So, kapag pinahanap kayo ng kailangan i-familiarize ninyo ang sarili ninyo sa isang mathematical invention. Ito yung tinatawag na sheaf of Eratosthenes. I hope you're familiar with the sheaf of Eratosthenes. Ito yung this tool is used to find out the prime numbers from 1 to a given number. Nyari dito on your screen, this is from 1 to 100. Ang uncrossed numbers dito are prime number. How do you do this? How do you do the sheaf of Eratosthenes? Kung hindi niyo memorize yung mga prime numbers, ang 2, maglagay ka ng 2, 3 are prime numbers. Pero ang mga multiples nila ay not prime. Example, 4 is a multiple of 2 kaya X na kaagad ang 4. Basta simulan niyo sa 2, 3, 5, and 7. And yan, ang 6 is a multiple of 3 and 2, so X din. Ang 8 is a multiple of 2, 9 is a multiple of 2 and 3, 10 is a multiple of 5, kaya x din. 11, wala siya, hindi siya multiple ng 2, 3, 5, and 7, kaya prime number siya. 12, x din, 2, 3, ayan, are multiple, are factors of 12, and so on. That's how you do your sieve of Eratosthenes. Okay, so very good. Halos lahat naman ay tumama sa number 2. Let's proceed to our item number 3. Ang ating item number 3, a bottle of perfume costs 10,000 pesos. If a discount of 10% is given, the bottle of perfume will cost blank. Is it A, 1,000, B, 9,000, C, 8,000, or letter D, 5,000 pesos? What's your answer? Please type in your answer in the chat box. Ano po ba ang sagot natin? Ayan, mas mga sagot na. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena is letter B. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Julian Marañon is letter B. How about the others? How about the others? Ano po ang iyong sagot? Letter A daw. Ang sabi ni Sir JM. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Savari is letter B. How do we solve this question? Ang question na to can be solved using your Tekken's triangle. Kung naaalala nyo pa, ito yung Tekken's triangle na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. PRB. The problem in using the PRB is it will take you a long time. Tapos kailangan nyo pang i-memorize ng formula na to. Ang formula ng selling price is equal to a discount is equal to mark price minus selling price. I-convert nyo pa yan. So that selling price is equal to mark price minus the discount. Yun yung inyong selling price. Pero if you understand this, if you understand the problem, sabi dito, a bottle of perfume costs 10,000 pesos. Ngayon sabi niya, ang discount is 10%. Ano daw ngayon ang bagong selling price? Alam natin na ang 100% minus 10% is just equal to 90%. Or, sabi ko kanina, hindi mo magagamit ang percentage. You convert it to decimal form, that is 0.9. 0.9 na lang ang price niya, ang bagong selling price niya. 90% na lang ng original price or 0.9 of the original price. 0.9. So, ang gagawin na lang ninyo is you multiply 10,000 by 0.9 and that would be equal to 9,000. So, ganyan kadali. Ganyan kadali ang mathematics kapag naiintindihan ninyo ang problem and you have a strategy you have devised a strategy to solve the problem. So, mas madali, makakatipid kayo ng oras. So, again, dahil 10,000 ito, nagbawas ka ng 10%, yun yung bagong selling price mo. So, 100 minus 10%, that is 90 or 0.9. You multiply 0.9 to 10,000 and you will get 9,000 as your answer. And that makes letter B as the correct answer. Very good. Majority naman ay tumama. And again, I would like to encourage everybody to please participate. We know that the more that we participate, the more we are active in our learning, the more meaningful our learning is. So let's proceed to our item number 4. Ang ating item number 4, the least common multiple or the LCM of 36 and 24 is A, 72, B, 12, C, 36, or letter D, 48. What's your answer? Please type in your answer. I will repeat the question. The least common multiple of the LCM of 36 and 24 is A, 72, B, 12, C, 36, or letter D, 48. What's your answer? Please type in your answer in the comment box. Letter B ba? Letter B ba? Least common multiple. Ayan, least common multiple ang hinahanap natin na least common multiple. Very good. Letter B. Letter B. Letter B nga ba? Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. Ano ba ang LCM? Ano ba ang LCM? Ito palagi itong may nagkakamali kasi naglilito tayo sa definition ng GCF at saka LCM. Ang LCM or least common multiple, this is the smallest multiple of two or more numbers that they have in common. Say for example, pag nahanap tayo ng LCM ng 15 and 20. 15 and 20, ang gagawin mo so that you will find the LCM is you simply write down the multiples of 15 and 20. Okay? Ano ba how do you do that? 15 times 1, that's 15. 15 times 2 is 30. 15 times 3 is 45, 60, and 75, and so on. Then, we list down the multiples of 20. 20 times 1 is 20. And then we have here 20 times the 40, 60, 80, and so on. Now, ano ba daw ang least na common multiple nila? Common ba sa kanila ang 15? Hindi. So, ekes ang 15. 20 common, ekes din ang 20. 30, wala din sa kanilang dalawa, isa lang. 40 ekes din. 45 ekes din. Now, we have 60 as the least common multiple of 15 and 20. Ngayon, sana naiintindihan na ninyo ang LCM. At ang GCF naman, or greatest common factor, ito yung the largest number that can divide, that can serve as the divisor for both numbers. Now we have here the GCF of the same numbers, 15 and 20. Uh, ang gagawin ninyo is to look for the factors of 15. And of course, the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. Ang 20 naman ay 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Yun ang makakadivide sa 20. Ngayon, ang hinahanap dito ay greatest common factor, GCF, or greatest common divisor. Parehas lang silang dalawa. So, greatest, magsimula tayo sa malaki. 20, hindi rin dahil wala sa taas. 15, hindi rin dahil wala sa baba. 10, wala sa taas. So, 5, dahil greatest ito. Greatest common factor is 5. So, now, balik tayo sa question. Balik tayo sa question. We have here, oops, a letter A daw. Lumipat na, naglipat na ang taong bayan. Naglipat na. So, naiintindihan na po, naiintindihan ninyo how to look for the LCM and the GCF. So, let's try to solve this problem. So, we have here the multiples of 36. 36 times 1 is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. 36 times 3 is 108, 144, 180, and so on. Now, let's look for the multiples of 24. 24 times 1 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. 72, 96, and so on. Now, we are looking for the least common multiple, so we will start from the least. 24 is nada. 36, no. 48, no. And we have here 72. 72. Kaya ang answer sa sagot na to, sa question na to is 72, which is letter A. Hopefully, na-correct ko ang inyong doubts between LCM and GCF. Pero may isa pang pinakamadaling paraan at easy and not time-consuming way on finding the GCF and the LCM. So what we will do here, look on the screen, we will write down 36 and 24. Okay, 36 and 24, and then we will do it like that. Ano ba ang common factors ng 36 or 24? Kahit na anong common factor nila, you can write down 6, you can write down 4. So kunyari, alam natin, 4 lang kunyari ang alam natin, nakalimutan natin ang 6. Lagay mo lang dyan 4. Okay, 4. So 36 divided by 4 is 9, and then 24 divided by 4 is 6. May common factor pa ba ang 9 tsaka 6? Hanapan din natin ng common factor. Yes, we'll find 3. 3. And then, 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, wala na makakapag-divide sa 3 and 2 kasi relatively prime na silang dalawa. Tandaan nyo ang word na ito, lumalabasin ito, relatively prime. Ibig sabihin ng relatively prime, ang common divisors ng dalawang number is 1. 1 na lang ang makakapag-divide sa kanilang dalawa. 1. So 3 and 2 are relatively prime. Now, how do you look for the LCM and the GCF? Etong side na to, is your greatest common factor or your greatest common divisor. So GCD or GCF, 4 times 3 is equal to 12, and that is your GCD. Pero kapag hinahanap mo naman ang iyong LCM, ito lahat yun. Lahat ng ito, 4 times 3 times 3 times 2. 4 times 3, this is 12. Itong dalawang to. And this is 6. Okay, and this is 6. So, 6 times 12. 6 times 10 plus 2. You have here 60 plus 12. And this is equal to 72. Kaya 72 ang LCM natin. At ang GCF naman kapag tinahanap is 12. So sana malinaw po sa inyo yan at natuto kayo ng technique on how to solve for your LCM and the GCD or the GCF. So let's proceed to our item number 5. Item number 5, eto. Pag napahanap naman ngayon, find the greatest common factor of the numbers 36 and 48. Is it A6? Is it B12, C 1728, or letter D 144? Please type in your answer in the chat box. Okay po? So please type in your answer in the chat box number and then the letter of your choice. Find the greatest common factor or the GCF of the numbers 36 and 48. What's your answer? Ma'am Julianne says letter B. Ang sabi naman ni Sir JM is letter B. How about the others? Please do type in your answer sa ating chat box. I'm waiting for your response. Huwag po mahiya kahit na mali, hindi kayo i-judge. We will not be judging you. This is your safe space. Again, I would like to reiterate. Kaya I am encouraging everyone to um, send in your replies. Wala na po ba? How about the others? Ayan. So siguro ang gagawin natin, lagyan natin ng sumpa. Ang hindi magpa-participate will have a board rating of 74.99. Gusto niyo ba yon? Gusto nyo ba ang 74.99? Alam natin na 0.01 na lang ang kulang. Kaya you will be regretting that for the rest of your life. Okay? So again, so letter B. So by using the technique that I just taught you, let's find out the GCF of 36 and 48. So we have here 48. We have here 36. Ano ba ang common factor ng 36 divisor ng 48 at saka 36? Kasi sabihin natin 6. Can 48 be divided by 6? Yes. So 6. So 6. Ano ngayon ang common ang 48 divided by 6? We have here 8. And 36 divided by 6, we have 6. Meron pa bang common factor? Meron pa. I guess 2. 2. Ayan, 2, and then you divide, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, 3 and 4 are relatively prime, kaya pwede mo na makita kaagad ang iyong GCF at saka LCM. Again, this side here is your GCF. GCF. So, we are looking for the GCF. We are looking for the GCF. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. And that makes letter B as your correct answer. Pero kapag pinahanap ka naman ng ng I mean ng LCM, i-multiply mo lang ito lahat. This is 12 times 12. So this is equal to 144. That's your, oops, 144. But this is your LCM. Okay, we are not looking for that. LCM, we are not looking for that. What we're looking for is the GCF. So the correct answer is letter B. Ayan, so marunong na. Marunong na ang taong bayan on how to compute for the LCM and the GCF. Now, let's go to the next item. What's the literal coefficient of negative 7x cubed m squared n is it a 6, bx cubed, cx cubed m squared n, or letter D, negative 7? Please type in your answers sa ating comment box. I'm waiting for your answers. Again, the literal coefficient of negative 7x cubed m squared n is blank. Is it A, 6, B, x cubed, C, x cubed m squared n, or letter D, negative 7? What's your answer? Please type in your answers sa ating comment box. Wala pa bang sumasagot? Please type in also pag nag-send ng reply para po alam ko kung anong number ang inyong sinasagutan. Letter D ba ang sagot ng taong bayan? Letter D po nga po ba ang sagot? Letter D. Ano po ang sagot ng lahat? JM, letter D. Halos letter D ang sagot ng literal coefficient. Okay. So it's good na I have asked this question. If you are given an algebraic term, meron itong dalawang part ng algebraic term. Ang algebraic term ay may dalawang part. Kunyari, ito algebraic term, if you are given an algebraic term of 4xy squared, ang 4 dito is your numerical coefficient. Numerical po ang 4 kasi number ang 4. Ayan. At ang xy squared kasama ang power ay ang literal coefficient kasi letters po xy kasama ang kanyang power. So 4 is your numerical coefficient and xy squared is your literal coefficient. Ayan ang dalawang parts ng algebraic term. So nagbago na ba ang desisyon ng taong bayan? Nagbago na. Nagbilis na bago ng isip ni Ma'am Sheena Gray. So that's letter C. Letter C, so we will analyze. Ang binibigay sa ating problem ay negative 7x cubed m squared n. So that makes 7 as our numerical coefficient and x cubed m squared n as our literal coefficient. Ang hinahanap natin again ay yung literal coefficient. Literal coefficient. So, ang sagot dito ay letter C. Malinaw po? Malinaw na po ba sa inyo ang literal coefficient at ang numerical coefficient? Please raise your hand kung malinaw po sa inyo. Kung malinaw po ang parts ng algebraic terms. Please raise your hand para makita ko po kung naiintindihan. We have 8 participants right now. Wala po ako nakikita may nag-raise ng hand so that we can proceed to the next number. Ayan. So, nag-raise na ng kamay. So, ibig sabihin na iintindihan na. So, let's proceed to our next item. Our next item here, we have total amount after adding 8% interest for 3 months of 6,000 pesos. Is it A, 6,130, B, 6,120 pesos, C, 10,500 pesos, and letter D, 10,300 pesos. What's your answer? Please type in your answer sa ating chat box. Again, the total amount after adding 8% interest for 3 months of 6,000 pesos. Is it A, 6,130 pesos, B, 6,120 pesos, C, 10,500 pesos, and letter D, 10,300 pesos? What's your answer? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Julie Ann Marañon, that's letter B, 6,120 pesos. How about the rest? We have 9 participants pero walang sumasagot na iba. Sabi ni Sir JM is letter B then. Ayan. How about the others? Again, I am encouraging you to answer kasi this is a means for you to practice and so that you will gain confidence kasi ang mathematics 50% ng mathematics is practice. Sa mathematics, walang sobrang talino. Basta masipag ka lang mag-practice at palagi kang nagsusolve, tatalino ka sa mathematics. Ang sabi naman Christina is letter B. So, is B the correct answer? So, let's find out. Let's find out kung letter B nga ba ang tamang sagot. Okay. So, ito yung formula ng ng interest, ng simple interest formula. That's A is equal to P times 1, quantity 1 plus RT, quantity, close quantity, where ito yung final amount mo. This A is your final amount. Your P is your principal o yung unang binigay mo, yung unang amount na binigay mo. And then R is your annual interest rate. Tandaan po, annual interest rate because ang time is always in years. In years po. In years. Okay. So having known the formula already, now we can substitute the value sa ating formula. Ang hinahanap natin ay, ano bang hinahanap natin? Total amount or the final amount. Ayan, i-encircle po palagi, hindi baling dugyot ang inyong mga test paper, pero tama ang inyong sagot at malinis ang inyong scantron. When I took the exam, I believe na ako yung pinakadugyot na test paper kasi po, back to back yata, back and front ay sinulatan ko, in-encirclean ko, may mga arrows pa. However, ang scantron ko ay sinigurado kong malinis at tamang aking sagot. And voila, top 1 po ang inyong lingkod. Ayan, so we can substitute now. We can substitute 6,000 times 1 plus 0.8 times 0.8 ha kasi 0.8 kasi kapag kinonvert mo ang 8%, this is move the percentage point 2 places to the right, that is 1, 2. So this is 0.08. Okay? And 3 over 12, when you convert it to decimal, that's simply 0.25. Kasi 3 divided by 12 is 0.25. And you will have, when you multiply 0.08 to 0.25, that's 0.02. So you will have 6,000 times 1.02. And you have the final answer, 6,120 pesos after adding 8,000 interest for 3 months on 6,000 pesos. So tama po ang lahat because letter B is the correct answer. Okay, very good, very good. Nangangamoy tap na sir dito sa ARC kasi nakuha ng lahat ang tamang sagot. Again po marami pong items ang mathematics na lumalabas sa licensure from March 2023 to September 2023. We have at least 18 items in both seasons of the licensure exam. Kaya tutok lang and we will guide you on how you can answer these mathematics problems correctly and with accuracy. Okay, so let's go to item number 8. Item number 8, the island of Luzon is estimated to be 100,000 square kilometer. In exponential form, it can be expressed as A, 10 raised to the sixth, B, 1 times 10 raised to the fourth, C, 10 raised to the fifth, or letter D, 1 times 10 to the sixth. Please type in the number and the letter of your choice. Again, the island of Luzon is estimated to be 100,000 square kilometers. In exponential form, it can be expressed as A, 10 raised to the sixth, B, 1 times 10 raised to the 4, and letter C, 10 raised to the fifth, and letter D, 1 times 10 raised to the sixth. What's your answer? Ayan, sumasagot na ang taong bayan. Sabi ni Sir JM, it's letter C. Sabi ni Ma'am Julian Marañon, letter C. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Sabari, that's letter C. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena Gray is letter C. And the rest are silent. Okay? Are silent. Ayan. So, how do we solve this problem? Tandaan po natin itong powers of 10. Meron po tayong powers of 10 na makikita ninyo sa inyong screen. Ayan po ang powers of 10. Ayan. Tandaan na kapag ang 10 is raised to 1, that is simply 10. Kasi po, una pa pala dito, 10 raised to 0, this is equal to 1. Yan. Any number raised to 0 is simply equal to 1. So 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 1, that is simply the number itself. So 10 raised to 1, 10, that is 10. Kapag ang 10 raised to 2, that is 100. Ang 3, bilangin mo. Ang ibig sabihin nito, kung ilan yung exponent dito, yan yung number of zeros. Okay, number of zeros yan. Number of zeros. Ngayon, balik tayo sa question kasi 100,000 ang binigay sa'yo in square kilometer. If you express that in exponential form, bilangin mo lang ang number of zero. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 raised to the fifth. And indeed, letter C is the correct answer. At saka tandaan po ninyo, kapag kunyari hindi nyo nakita ang 10 raised to the fifth sa choices, or ang nakita ninyo is 1 times 10 raised to the fifth, parehas ng po yan silang dalawa. Okay po? Naiintindihan? Sana po naiintindihan ito ng lahat. So let's proceed to our item number 9. Excuse me. Ang ating number 9 ay perform the operation and reduce to simplest form. Kung alam kung simplest form. 3x minus the quantity 2y minus 4x close quantity plus 6y. Is it A, negative 2x minus 3y, B, negative 7x minus 4y, C, 7x plus 4y, or letter D, 2x plus 3y? What's your answer? Ang sabi ni Sir JR, it is letter C. How about the others? Again, perform the operation and reduce to simplest form. That's 3x minus 2y minus 4x, close quantity, plus 6y. What's your answer? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena is also letter C. How about the others po? How about the others? Sabi ni Ma'am Christina Sabari, that is also letter C. Now, let's try to find out and solve this one. Ngayon, pag binibigyan kayo ng kailangan kopyahin nyo ng maayos, ito, kopyahin nyo ng maayos sa inyong mga scratch paper. So, that's 3x minus close quantity 2y minus 4x close quantity plus 6y. 6y. That's 6y. Ang unang gagawin nyo, dapat tandaan nyo itong PEMDAS. Sana familiar kayo sa PEMDAS. Sa PEMDAS pala, ayan, ang PEMDAS, P is for parenthesis. Ang una mong isosolve, this is the order of solving mathematics operation. Excuse me. Mathematics of P stands for parenthesis. Ang lahat po na nakikita ninyo may mga brackets, may mga parenthesis yun. Ang una ninyo starting from the innermost. Yung pinakaloob po, yung pinakamaloob kasi may mga problem na may mga na doble-dobling mga brackets or parentheses. Then, after the parenthesis, you solve the exponent. And then, you multiply or divide depende kung alin po yung nauuna from the left. Kasi magkakapantay ang multiplication at division. Ang determining factor mo lang kung alin ang operation na nauuna starting from the left. And in the same manner at ang addition ay subtraction ay parehas din, pantay po sila at ang uunahin mo pong isolve yung operation na nasa kaliwa kanan. Sana po malinaw. So we have here, we go back to our problem. 3x minus quantity 2y minus 4x plus 6y. Ngayon, ang sabi ko, unahin yung nasa parenthesis. So ang gagawin natin, i-distribute natin ang negative sign sa loob. Ipasok sa loob. Ipasok sa loob. Sana all pinapasok sa loob. So, we have here 3x. Ipasok mo yung negative dito, i-multiply mo siya sa 2y. Negative times positive, we have negative 2y. And negative times negative 4x, that's plus 4x. And then plus 6y. The next thing you do is to combine like terms. Ano ba ang mga like terms? Ito, yung may mga literal coefficient na parehas ang degree. Parehas ang degree, ibig sabihin, parehas ang kanilang exponent. So 1 ito, 1 din ito. Pag wala kayo nakikitang power above the variable, it means na raised to the first power yan. So
Amot na
3x,
ito niri.
kindly unmute po. Yung mga hindi nakamute, pwede pong makapag-mute. Ayan. Okay, so 3x plus 4x, that's 7x. Okay? And then negative 2y plus 6y, that is simply plus 4y. Okay? So, letter C nga po ang ating tamang sagot. And again, congratulations sa lahat ng mga nagpa-participate, and I believe na medyo alam nyo kung paano i-manipulate ang ganitong types of problem. Pero sa mga hindi naman po nagpa-participate, again, I'm encouraging you to participate. Take the opportunity to interact with me and to clear out your doubts so that mag-guide natin kayo on how to go through or to pass your licensure examination, especially on Gen Ed Mathematics. So item number 10. Bernadette's aquarium has length, width, and height of 10 cm, 8 cm, and 6 cm respectively. Its volume is, lumabas po ito noong September at noong March 2023 licensure examination. So mauulit din po ito. I'm sure of it. A, 72 cubic centimeters.
May gusto kang malaman, may gusto kang ma-discover.
Cubic centimeters. B, 24 cubic centimeters. C, 240 cubic centimeters. Or letter D, 480 cubic centimeters. Please type in the number of the question and then the letter of your choice. So lahat po ay sumagot ng letter D. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Marisol, oh, a new name. Thank you for participating. That's letter D. Ang sabi ni Sir or Ma'am Bag, B-A-G, letter D din. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Savari, that's also letter D. Ang sabi ni Sir JM, that's also letter D. So is it letter D? Let's find out. So, tandaan po, if you're solving volume ang hinahanap, again, i-encircle, volume, and then length, width, and height in this particular order. So you have 10, you have 8, you have 6. So that's length, width, and height. In solving for the volume of a right rectangular prism, the formula is simply length times width times height. I-multiply lang po ang mga dimensions na yan, and you will get your volume. You will get your volume. Yan, sabi ni Ma'am Crystal Ladi, that's also letter D. So, how do you do this? Simply substitute your your values to the formula, and you will get 10, nauna po yung 10, and then 8 and 6. Kailangan according to how it appeared din sa question kasi binigyan niya kayo ng dimensions. So, 10 times 6 times 8, and then 8 times 6 is, this is 48 times 10. So, this is 480 centimeter cube or cubic centimeter. So, ang tamang sagot ay letter D nga po ang tamang sagot. So, congratulations sa mga tumama ang sagot at sa mga hindi naman tumama at sa mga hindi naman sumagot, you can say, now I know. Okay? So, sana po malinaw ang question na yan. At kung sa mga nahihirapan pa po dyan, sa mga hindi pa po sumasagot at mga nahihirapan, I believe the next slide will help you compose yourselves and answer with us. So, the next slide is saying, ano nga po nakikita ninyo sa slide? Sir JR, can you please read sa kung ano nakikita mo sa slide? Sir JR, can you unmute? Sir JR, please unmute, or Ma'am Labe, please unmute. And read what is written on the slide. Ma'am Crystal, ano ba nakikita niyo?
Yes, sir. Mat ka lang.
Pakibasa.
Magiging LPT ako.
And do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, kaya
Manifesting,
dapat
sir.
ang mindset, that's the mindset. Math ka lang, magiging LPT ako. Thank you, Ma'am Crystal, so that we can proceed to our item number 11. I think we will be discussing up to item number 15 lang. So, we have 5 items left. Okay. Now, we have here the number of hours spent for a review in algebra, chemistry, and English is in the ratio of 4:3:1. How many hours does each student spend for chemistry in a 24-hour review package? Is it A, 3, B, 6, C, 9, or letter D, 12? Please type in the number of the question and then the letter of your answer in the chat box. Again, the number of hours spent for review in algebra, chemistry, and English is in the ratio of 4:3:1. How many hours does each student spend for chemistry in a 24-hour review package? Please type in your answer. Is it A, 3, B, 6, C, 9, or letter D, 12? May isa nang sumagot. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Julian Marañon, that's letter A. How about the rest? Meron, 10 na tayo. 10 na yung mga nag-attend. So, ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena Gray, that's letter C. How about the rest? Sabi ni Ma'am Christina Sabari, letter A. O, ito Ito na, hindi na nagkakasundo ang taong bayan. Sabi ni Ma'am Julian, ay C pala po. Ang sabi naman ni Sir JR, letter A. Ano nga ba ang tamang sagot? Ayan, hindi na nagkakasundo-sundo. Sabi ni Sir JM, letter C. Okay, so bago pa mag-away-away ang lahat, let's try to solve this problem. Tandaan, meron po tayong tinatawag na partitive proportion. Ang partitive proportion is a kind of proportion that requires dividing a number or quantity into 2 or more parts that are not necessarily equal according to a given ratio. Partitive proportion po kapag ang isang buo ay pinaghahati-hati mo into parts na not necessarily equal, pero proportional. Ayan, pero proportional parts yan sila. So, dito, on how to solve this problem, una mong gagawin, let x be to one part ang x, so that magkakaroon ka na ang 4x mo, x mo, kasi 4 parts ito, 4x, this is for algebra, tandaan din po na dapat ninyong i-underline ang pagkakasunod-sunod, i-observe din, algebra, chemistry, and English. So algebra is 4, chemistry is 3, and English is 1. This is respectively. This is according to their arrangement on what appeared first. Ayan, may nagbabago na ng choice. Pwede pang magbago. Kaya pwede. Okay, so let's find out. Ngayon, ang gagawin mo kapag partitive proportion, dahil hinati-hati mo itong 24-hour, at saka ano ba ulit ang hinahanap? How many hours for chemistry? Ang ginugugol daw ng student sa chemistry. Again, i-circle what is being asked para hindi malito. So, ang gagawin mo dahil ang 24-hour, hinati-hati mo into 4, 3, and 1 proportional parts. So, that's simply x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 24. Kapag pinag-add mo yan sila, you will have 1, 3, 4, that's 8x is equal to 24. So when you want to isolate the variable into one side, you divide both sides by 8, and that's 8x over 8 is equal to 24 over 8. So that makakancel nyo ang 8 dito at ang matitira na yung sayo ay x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. Ayan. So, meron ka ng X. Pero hindi, huwag magmadali ha. Dahil kapag nakaka-solve ka ng problem, isipin mo ulit, kaya ko nga pinapa-encircle sa'yo. Kaya ko nga pinapa-encircle sa'yo ang kung ano ang hinahanap dahil hindi malito. Dahil chemistry ang hinahanap mo. Ang X ba? Ano ba ang X? X is for English. X is for English, kaya hindi pa yan. So let's try to ang 4x. 4x, that's 4 times 3. That's equal to 12. Pero ang 4x is for algebra. And 3x, that's 3 times 3. That's 9. And that is for chemistry. And chemistry ang hinahanap natin. Therefore, 9 is the correct answer, which is letter C. Sa mga lumipat po, ng choice habang hindi pa nakakasagot, congratulations. Ayan, tama po. Ganyan po ang gagawin ninyo kapag partitive proportion ang pinag-uusap. Okay? Sana po malinaw na sa inyo on how to solve partitive proportion. Ayan, so let's proceed to our item number 12. Solve for the value of x to make the proportion x is to 8 is equal to 4 is to 16 through A1, B2, C3, D4. Please type in your answers, the number of the question, and the letter of your choice in the comment box. Ayan, may mga nag-type na. Again, ulit natin, solve for the value of x to make the proportion of x is to 8 is equal to 4 is to 16 through A1, B2, C3, or letter D4. What's the answer? Ano pang sagot ng taong bayan? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena, that's letter B. Ang sabi naman ni Ma'am Julian Maranion, that's letter B. How about the others? Meron pong 10 attendees, pero 2, 3 lang ang sumasagot. Ayan, ayaw nyo bang matuto? Ayaw nyo bang maging active participants of your learning? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Sabari, that's letter B to letter B din. Okay, ang sabi ni Sir JR, letter B din ulit. Ayan. So, now let's find out kung ano nga ba ang tamang sagot. Tandaan po natin na kapag pinapasolve tayo ng ratio and proportion, ayan, humabol si Mama Marisol, that's letter B. Ayan, thank you for participating, Mama Marisol. Tandaan po natin na kapag ratio at proportion ang pinag-uusapan natin, the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Ano po ba ang extremes? Ang extremes, ito yun. Ang extremes, ito yung nasa outside part at nasa outside din to the right. Outside left, outside right. That's your extreme. So, the product of A times D is equal to the product of the means. Ang means, ito yung B, ang nasa mga inside. The product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes, or simply put, the product of the outside is equal to the product of the inside. So AX is equal to A times D is equal to B times C. Now, dahil alam na natin yan, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes, i-multiply lang natin ang extremes. 16 times x, that's 16x. At ang 8 times 4 is equal to 32. Now, if you want to isolate again x, simply divide both sides by 16. Divide both sides by 16. So, makaka-cancel mo to. Makaka-cancel mo to. What will be left is x is equal to 32 divided by 16 is 2. So, this will make the equation correct. And that means letter B nga po ang tamang sagot. If you want to check if your answer is correct, i-multiply, i-substitute 2 here, substitute 2 here, and then product of the extremes, product of the means. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. 2 times 16 is equal to 32. So that means 2, if substituted to x, will make the proportion correct. Kaya congratulations sa lahat dahil tama po ang inyong mga sagot. Let's proceed to our item number 13. Again, ito na ulit. Simplify the following expression. X minus 2y plus 3x, closed quantity minus 2y. Is it A, negative 2x minus 4y? B, negative 2x plus 4y. Letter C, 2x minus 4y. Or letter D, 2x plus 4y. What's your answer? Please type in your answers in the comment box, starting from the let number of the question and then the letter of your answer. Again, number 13, simplify the following expression. That's, wait a while. Ayan, sabi ni Sir JR, that's letter B. Okay, x minus quantity 2y plus 3x close quantity minus 2y. Ano po ba ang ating sagot? Nagsusolve pa ba? Nagsusolve pa ba ang mga taong bayan? Future LPTs, nagsusolve pa ba kayo? Letter A, negative 2x minus 4y. B, negative 2x plus 4y. Letter C, 2x minus 4y. Or letter D, 2x plus 4y. Wala na bang hahabol na sasagot? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Julian Marañon, that's letter A. Ang sabi naman ni Ma'am Christina Sabari, that's letter A. Ano nga ba ang tamang sagot? Wala na bang hahabol? Meron pa tayong 7 reviewers left, attendees left, na hindi pa sumasagot. Ayan. So how do we solve this problem? Again, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, i-follow lang ang PEMDAS. So, kopyahin po sa inyong mga scratch paper ng tama and accurate yung problem. X minus close quantity 2y plus 3x close quantity minus 2y. Ayan. So may humabol na sumagot. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Crystal Ladi is letter A. Okay, let's find out kung letter A nga ba. So ano nga ba ang uunahin? Yung nasa loob ng parenthesis yan. Ipasok sa loob ang negative sign. Sana all pinapasukan sa loob. Ayan. So x negative times 2y, that's negative 2y. Negative times positive 3x, that's negative 3x. And then negative 2y. And lastly, you combine like terms. You combine. So you have here x plus 3x. This will give you negative 2x. And then negative 2, negative 2y plus another 2y. That will give you another negative 4y. So that makes letter A as the correct answer. Letter A nga po ang tamang sagot. Ayan. So lahat ng mga tumama, ayan, ang galing ninyo. Ang galing ninyo. So hopefully, hindi na ninyo makalimutan on how to solve this type of problem during your licensure examination, which is barely 60 days from now. Lastly, next, item number 14. How many possible number of books, each 1.4 cm of thick, can be put vertically in a shelf which is 64 cm long? Is it A, 45.7, B, 46, C, 45, or letter D, 64? What's your answer? Number 14, how many possible number of books, each 1.4 centimeter thick, can be put vertically in a shelf which is 64 cm long? Is it A, 45.7, B, 46, C, 45, or letter D, 64? What's your answer? Ang sabi ni Ma'am Sheena Gray, that's letter A. Ang sabi naman ni Ma'am Julian Marañon, that's letter A. Tama nga kaya ang letter A? Ano po ang sa tingin ng lahat? Please participate. Meron na lang po tayong isang item na natitira. Please participate. Ayan. 14A, ang sabi ni Ma'am Christina Savare, A nga ba ang tamang sagot? Ayan. So, let's find out. Let's find out. Ngayon, meron kang bookshelf dito. Kunyari, itong side lang na to, no? Isa lang side na to. Letter A din ang sagot ni Sir JR. Okay. Wala na bang hahabol? Wala nang hahabol? Lalarga na ba? Larga na? So, kunyari, itong side na to, ito lang. Itong shelf na to, ang sabi niya, itong length na to is 64 cm. Okay. Tapos, lalagyan mo na siya ng isang libro. Ang thickness ng isang libro is 1.4 centimeter. So, ilang libro daw ba ang ipapasok mo? Ilang libro ang ipapasok mo? Ilang libro ang ipapasok? So, alam natin na ang gagawin mo lang is i-divide mo lang, di ba? I-divide 64 divided by 1.4 is equal to 45.71. Kaya ang letter A, kaya pala ang sagot ninyo ay letter A kasi 45.7. Pero ang tanong ko, may 0.7 ba na libro? Anong gagawin mo sa 0.7 na libro? Tatanggalin mo ng pages? Tatanggalan mo ng pages para maging 0.7 ang libro? Kasi dahil kapag pinasok mo ang Ang 46, hindi kasya. Kasi, masikip na. Hindi na kasya kasi sobra siya ng almost, 0.29. Ngayon, anong gagawin mo? O, di ba? Nabudol kayo. Nabudol kayo ng question. Kaya sabi ko kanina, understand the problem. Round off po. Round off, hindi rin po sir, round off kasi hindi na magkakasya kapag 46 ang ilagay mo. Hindi mo naman sabihin, huwag mo naman sabihin na tatanggalan mo ng ilang pages kasi sobra ka ng 0.29. Kaya ang tamang sagot po dito ay 45 lang. Nalito, opo. Nakakalito nga po ang question na to. Parang katulad din yan ng question na lumabas sa exam na number of people na magkakasya sa isang elevator dahil may capacity ng elevator. Ngayon, ang ang tinatanong siya kung ilan ang tao magkakasya. Hindi pwedeng lagyan mo ng kasi 11 point something lang ang capacity pag dinivide. Hindi mo pwedeng lagyan ng 12 kasi hindi nagagalaw ang elevator. Dito, hindi mo na pwedeng ipasok ang 45, ang 46 kasi hindi na magkakasya at hindi mo pwedeng bawasan mo ng pages ang libro para maging 45.7 lang. So sana po tama naintindihan na po ninyo itong question na to. Ayan. So that's letter C ang tamang sagot. Okay? So we proceed to our last item. Our last item we have item number 15. The sum of three consecutive numbers is 96. The integers are A 33, 34, 35, B 30, 32, 34, C 31, 32, 33, D 32, 33, 34. Type in your answers. Ayan. Please type in your answer. What's your answer to the question? Ang sagot ni Ma'am Julian, that's letter C. Ayan. Ano ba ang sagot ng iba? Sagot ng iba, sabi ni Sir JR, that's letter C. Ang sagot, ano na pa? Last participate, kindly participate. Ayan. So sabi ni Sir JM, letter C. Ma'am Christina, letter C. Sabi ni Ma'am Sheena is letter C. So unanimous ang taong bayan sa letter C. So let's find out. Dito pa lang, mga ganitong types ng question, kaya makakapag-eliminate na kayo. Mai-improve na ang inyong testmanship kapag marunong kayong mag-understand ng problem. Sabi, tingnan natin ang question. Always go back to the question. Three consecutive numbers. Consecutive ba ang 33, 34, 35? Check. Consecutive 30, 32, not consecutive X. 31, 32, 33 consecutive? Check. Ang sabi naman 32, 33, 34 consecutive? Check. Pero ang sum daw is 96. 33, 34 plus 35. Ang sum ba nito is, and this is 102. So X. 31, 32, 33 is 96. Check pa rin. 32, 33, 34. Ang sum ba nito is, this is 99. Kaya X din. Sa makatuwid, letter C ang tamang sagot dito. Kaya letter C po ang tamang sagot. Pero if you're going to try apply algebra, ganito po ang tamang sagot niyan. Tinuruan ko lang kayo ng technique on how to eliminate, pero ganito po ang pagsagot niyan if you're going to use algebra. Let x be the first number. So, and let x, dahil consecutive ito, so ang kasunod na number ng x is x plus 1. Parang ito po yun, 31 kanina. Ano ba ang kasunod na number, second consecutive number ng 31? This is 31 plus 1, which is equal to 32. Okay? Okay, so let x be the second x plus 1 be the second number. And then let x plus 2 be the third number. Ngayon, ang gagawin mo, dahil 96 daw ang kanilang sum, ipag-a-add mo na lang sila. So that x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 96. And then you multiply, you apply the sign. The sign, so this is x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 96. And then adding like terms, again, like terms lang ha, like terms, x and x will give you 3x. And this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 96. And you also have here, pag gusto mong ilipat sa kabila or ilipat mo sa kabila para ang lahat ng variable at ang lahat ng constant will be on the opposite sides. So, you will add -3 para may 0 mo to. And then, what will be left is 3x, 96 minus 3 will give you 3x is equal to 93. Ngayon, kung gusto mong i-isolate ang variable, totally isolate the variable, you divide both sides by 3 para matanggal mo to ang 3. And x will be equal to 31. Ano ba ang x natin? This is our first number. 31 is our first number. And then x plus 1 is our 31 plus 1, our second number. And lastly, we have x plus 2 is equal to 31 plus 2. That's 33. So indeed, the correct answer is letter C, which is 31, 32, and 33. So that would be the end of our discussion for tonight. Medyo alanganin nga po because isang oras lang po ang nabigay sa aking slot. In as much as I would want to extend para matuto po kayo hanggang maging ready po kayo sa exam, hopefully there will be a next time for us. And I will always be here if I will be called to guide you. And before we leave, I would like to give you um, a parting what is this, quote para po maging inspirasyon ninyo when taking the exam. I would like to say that the struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. So alam naman po natin na alam ko po rin po by experience na taking the licensure examination is not easy, especially if you're working like myself. I am a working student, also a master student when I was reviewing for the board. Pero inisip ko na lang po na struggles na ina-undergo ko po ay there will be some good thing that will come out from it when the board exam is over and the results are out. So I did before po ako nag-take, sinabi ko na po sa sarili ko na kung anong rank ang gusto ko, kung anong rank ang gusto ko. Kaya the power of manifesting is really genuine. Kaya po starting now, i-manifest nyo na po that you will pass the licensure examination. At kung gusto nyo pong maging top notcher, kaya yan, just push hard, huwag tumigil sa pag-aaral at huwag tumigil sa pag-review. Always prioritize your review over anything else. And gusto kong pakita sa inyo, this was posted December last year. Hanggang ngayon nandito pa rin. Sana po nakikita ninyo. Ayan. And indeed, I ranked, I landed on the first part of the licensure examination. Kaya sana po kayo rin din ay mag-set na kayo ng goals as early as now because you still have time to assess your current status. And I mean, kung alam nyo na ang inyong mga strengths and weaknesses, and you can, you know what to do to augment your weaknesses and to further enhance your strengths. So once again, ito po ang inyong Coach Toto and hopefully makita pa po tayo ulit and I will be glad to be seeing you again. Good afternoon, good evening everyone and goodbye.